All right, this is the host of the show with no name, and I am here with Caleb. Say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
Yeah, you're probably... Okay, I know you're wondering, who the hell is Caleb? Well, as some of you might know, I'm in college right now, and this is a guy I met at college, and he loves anime just as much as I do. How many anime have you seen?
236 according to my anime list.
Yeah, I've seen almost 200 according to my anime list, but I was like 1 year and he was like 4, so one of these days I'm going to catch up. And I did this with Jeff, and that turned out really good. So we're going to do the same thing with Caleb, where he talks about his top 10 favorite anime. And once again, I'll comment where I see fit, because this is my show. All right, there will be spoilers. I'm giving him full permission to spoil away, except for ones that I don't want him to spoil for me. And because, again, my show. But let's get started. Let's do this. What is number 10?
Death Note.
Death Note. Death Note was number 9 for me. Now, I said a lot of things I like about Death Note. Take it away.
So, my favorite thing about Death Note are the two main characters, Light and L.
I half agree with that.
You half agree with that?
I half agree with that.
I mean, I also like the really intelligent plot line and all the plot twists.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I really was a fan of. There's a set of rules to Death Note, and I like that's something I definitely appreciate. Because when you look at something like people talk about, this is one of the biggest problems I have with No Game No Life. There are no rules in No Game No Life. There's just cheating. I really do like Death Note. I like some of the I do really like a lot of the characters. I think that Light functions as a good villain because I hated him, but I also was really interested to see how his escapades go.
I mean, I loved Light. I love Light.
He wanted Light to win.
I wanted Light to win, especially when he killed L, and it's if he was to lose, it had to be by L, and then they just placed him by some...
Technically, I think the thing at the end was that Mello and Nier working together did what L couldn't do alone.
They're just terrible copycat characters of L, except less interesting.
Nier, I will admit, is kind of like Junior L, but Mello is not. But people who think differently working together that weren't really smart as a single person did more than that one really smart person could by themselves.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
It's
I didn't like those two characters at all.
I did like Nier.
I really liked L.
I think that Nier was my second favorite character besides L, because Nier was just completely nonchalant about the fact that he's smarter than you, and just sits there and makes little towers out of matchsticks and dice.
Also, to point, Death Note is the second anime I ever watched, so it also has a special place in my heart for that.
Yeah.
It's a great gateway anime. Great gateway anime.
I think that the best gateway anime out there is Fullmetal Alchemist.
I'd agree, yes.
Either one of them is the gateway anime. But seriously, my favorite character of all time is L. You know that by now.
He's basically the favorite character of everyone's of all time.
Yeah, there's on my anime list, they keep track of favorite characters, and L is the second most common favorite character there is. The number one is Lelouch Lamperouge.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love Lelouch too.
Yeah.
To death.
Okay, well, anything else you want to say about Death Note?
No.
Okay then. Alright, your number 9 slot goes to?
Fate Zero.
Fate Zero. Why is the slash there? Why can't it just be why can't it just be a colon? The Fate Zero just messes
colon?
up.
Because then it'd be weird Steins Gate has this weird semicolon in the middle.
No, there's a difference between putting a semicolon with no space and word colon space continue. That's actually a thing, whereas Steins Gate is just weird hipster stuff.
I don't know why there's a slash. I think it's just artistic design, because all the games in the series have a slash, Fate Stay Night. And
okay, so it started out with the original Fate Stay Night, then it was Fate Zero, and then the new Fate Stay Night?
Yes, and there's a movie too, but that sucked.
And you would recommend the second two?
Yes. You can skip Fate Stay Night 2006, it sucks. Or it's done so much better in Fate Zero that you might as well just skip it. Fate Zero is perfect. And then Fate Stay Night 2015 is pretty good too.
Is Fate Stay Night, the 2006 one, is like that like plot essential, or is it like a separate thing entirely?
You don't need to watch it.
Okay, well, tell me the things that you like about Fate Zero.
Well, it has the best animation I've ever seen in anime, besides maybe this 2015 Fate Stay Night, because...
What about God Eater?
I haven't seen that. I have seen trailers, but I'd still say Fate Zero has better animation.
Fate Zero looks better than God Eater, because everything in God Eater is just beautiful.
God Eater has really weird looking animation. Of course, I haven't seen the actual animation.
Wait, it doesn't look like God Eater?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
It just has some... Anyway, it has some of the best action scenes ever.
If you could compare the animation in Fate Zero to any other anime, what would it be?
I don't know. Yeah, it has conventional character designs. It just has really good special effects.
Okay. Well, what is the plot of Fate Zero?
So, Fate Zero, every couple decades or centuries or whatever, there's this Holy Grail War, where mages from 7 different families summon a heroic spirit from the past, like King Arthur or Alexander the Great, and they fight it out, and the last one surviving gets the Holy Grail, which grants any wish you want.
To be completely honest, that just sounds like you threw every anime that ever existed into a blender, and like this is like the amalgam of all the anime plots.
Does it?
Yeah, because
I think it sounds really interesting and unique, but...
Well, maybe it's unique because nobody did all of that together at once before. The funny thing, this keeps happening with me, and I don't know why this continues happening with me. It happened with Attack on Titan, it happened with Akameka Kill, and it happened with Fate Zero. I thought it was going to be like a space type thing, or like sci-fi as in like with like guns and lasers, but no, it was more like fantasy type of things. That's what I thought. That Attack on Titan was a space opera. I thought that Akameka Kill was a space opera. I thought that Fate Zero was a space opera, but none of them were. And
Fate Zero takes place in a modern world, and then there's fantasy elements because there's like sword fights and heroic spirits.
Is it like Log Horizon or like Sword Art Online, where it's a game that exists, or is this just?
It exists in the real world, and real people die. Like one character, Castor, to gain mana, he slaughters a bunch of children. Because his heroic spirit is like Giles from France, some famous serial killer who killed 200 people.
Okay, everything is like, your heroic... That's like saying, my heroic spirit is Vlad the Impaler.
Yes, he's a heroic... Not in this anime, but in the games, he's a heroic spirit sometimes.
Do the people know what heroic means?
Castor tends to be weird, like Fate Stay Night, Medea is really creepy.
At least with Nobunagan, nobody knew who Jack the Ripper really was, so people could actually just bullshit and say, oh, Jack the Ripper was really Florence Nightingale and was saving people's lives by killing them.
Jack the Ripper's in the game too, somewhere. Of course, there's like 10 games in the series, so there's a lot.
We are getting off track. Tell me about the characters in Fate Zero.
Okay, so the characters are all really in depth. Have depth in 3-dimensional and motivation. Depth. I can't. Yeah.
I have depth.
And
I has depth.
I really, really love the heroic spirits. They're all very interesting. My favorite being Gilgamesh for being the ultimate narcissistic asshole, all powerful, being
like a villain.
Yeah, he's an antagonist.
Is he hammy?
Okay.
Is he like Creed from Black Cat?
Possibly. I mean, he kind of falls in love with King Arthur and obsesses over her and stuff. And then also Iskandar, who's the real name of Alexander the Great or everything.
Oh, yeah.
Something. He's a really, really good character, too.
Kind of makes me think of Nobunagan or Fibrain, where like they're named after historic people. So, anything else you want to say about Fate Zero?
Okay, so it's directed by Gen Urobuchi, who is my favorite anime director. He made Madoka Magica, Phantom, Recommend the Phantom, Blast Rider.
You haven't seen Phantom?
I haven't seen Phantom yet. I'm going to see it.
That's good.
He's also seen Psychopath, so you've seen that.
Oh, I love Psychopath.
He wrote Psychopath.
Have you seen Blast Reader?
I haven't.
Oh, I want to see that too. Okay, well, Fate Zero. I might see it in the future, maybe. You have no idea how ridiculous my anime list, but then again, that's nothing compared to his. Number 8.
It's From the New World or Shinsekai Yori.
I'm gonna say From the New World. I mentioned it briefly in my top 20. I said I think that this anime is pretty good. Like, I do enjoy the twist at the end. That was probably one of the best twists I've seen in anime, but otherwise, there's nothing about it that really made it stand out for me, so you have the floor.
Okay, so for my top 8 anime, I have this thing where I regard them as so good, and I love them so much that I truly believe I'll never watch an anime better than my top 8 ever again. Okay, moving on.
Wow, that's sad.
That's not sad. They're really, really great, and I love them so much. Okay. From the New World is also the longest anime series I've watched in one day. I mean, I've seen 13 or 10 episode anime series in a day. Like, yesterday I just watched all of 11 episode series all in one day.
What was it?
I'm trying... Nisei Monogatari. Nisei Monogatari.
There's so many Monogataris.
Yeah, and they're not that great. But also, it has 25 episodes, so I've seen all 25 episodes in one day because it was so good and it raptured me in the world
that's
so
over
much.
8 hours.
9.6.
Really?
To be exact.
Huh. Wow. I'm trying to think of the longest. Like, I watched all of the Heroic Legend of Arslan except for the last episode in the day before the last episode came out. But that's something I, like, revved up to do and, like, realized this has to be a day where nothing... Were you planning on watching it all at once, or...
No.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Tell me... Okay, what is your favorite part about From the New World? I know what it is, but they clearly do not. They don't even...
Favorite part?
Yeah.
Well, the villain, the antagonist, is my favorite villain ever in an anime. Squealer. Because he goes through so much development while in the anime.
He starts out as this, like, simpering little pissant, but then he just, like, turns into, like, Emperor Palpatine.
That twist ending.
That twist ending dough.
Holy.
That twist dough. Okay, you tell me what the twist is. You tell them what the twist is. Spoiler! What is the twist?
Well, the rat people, which are prominent throughout the anime, are actually humans that have been de-evolutionized to become rat people. So that's the humans who have psychokinesis or whatever can kill these rat people if they wanted to, because they have some, like, thing where they can't kill other people with their powers or they'll die.
I forgot about that. But I just thought that the fact that these weird little rat people really were humans at one point, that was just like, wow.
And then when Squealer's put on trial and he said, "We are human too," in his, like, voice or whatever, it was so emotionally affecting. Yeah,
Squealer is like, I almost want to say, like, what would if, like, someone just decided to take Jar Jar Binks' character and just, like, take it into a very weird good direction. But, like, and I do like, that one rat person that looked more like a ram that was, like, had the really deep voice. Like,
he reminded me of the wolf from Princess Mononoke for some reason.
He reminds me, of course he reminded me of Gween, because he was voiced by Gween, but I feel like if that was a human, like, that would be, like, a really popular, like, fangirl crush character.
I'd also like to point out the ending theme. The song that's played at the end is one of
my
favorites.
This is a very rare case of an anime that does not have an opening theme.
It doesn't. I mean, it has, like, moaning children at the beginning of every episode. Not moaning, but, chanting children or whatever. Which is a really good music.
An army of moaning children. I really do like the two main voice actors, because it shows the versatility of both Emily Neves and Greg Garris, because they can, like, start out playing 11-year-olds and then they can, like, go into their 20s. And I really do like Emily Neves.
Yes, I agree that her and her character are really good.
You're just not a fan of Greg Garris in general.
He's, like, my least favorite male voice actor ever.
Well, he does. There are things that he does that nobody else can really do as well as he can.
Yeah, like the Danganronpa person.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls.
Monokuma. He did that really well.
You can tell he was just having a blast playing that role. I'm sure that was something like Sunday Straight playing Koro Sensei from Assassination Classroom. That was like, I'm sure he was just having the time of his life doing Monokuma. Alright, and also one last thing to add about From the New World. The song. There was a like orchestral piece called From the New World, and it was a very happy song, and then they play it through the loudspeakers at the end of every day, and it's very emotionally and metaphorically resonant, I would say. He is like,
I guess it's the going home song that a lot of anime play.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty good too.
Okay.
I prefer to Moaning Children, but okay.
I was about to say something.
It's called the Traditional Song of Shadows, if you want to look it up.
Okay. From the New World, I think it's a good anime. He thinks it's a great anime.
Amazing.
What are we on, 7?
Yes, 7. Puella Madoka Magica.
Now, I do want to see this anime, so please, for me at least, just keep it somewhat light on the spoilers.
I'll try. It's also directed by Gen Urobuchi, so since you love Psychopaths, he wrote it. He wrote it and directed it and a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, so this is an original anime piece.
Yes, by him.
Okay.
And it's amazing. It was all advertised in all the trailers and throughout Japan as this cutesy anime girl. Magical girl series, just like Sailor Moon and that stuff. And then episode 3 threw everyone under the bus.
No, like threw everyone for a loop?
Threw everyone for a loop. Well, it shocked everyone and they loved it.
I'm pretty sure all the parents who said like, "Oh, great. I got a 4-year-old girl. She'll love this." And then they watch it.
It's not for 4-year-olds.
It takes a turn.
It takes a huge turn.
How is the English dub of Madoka Magica?
I'd say it's good. I mean, I don't pay too much attention to actors.
I feel like there's like 2 or 3 like really good dub companies, and the rest of them are just kind of like no one cares. I personally don't care about them. What about the characters in Madoka Magica?
Well, the characters are good. Let's say I'd say Homura is a very, very good character. Like the twist ending about her will shock you to death. Not to death, but
shock you to the pain.
Madoka is.
Have you seen The Princess Bride?
Princess Bride?
The Princess Bride.
Yes.
It will shock you to the pain.
Okay. Madoka is the title character, but I'd say Homura is the standout one that everyone loves so much. And in QB, because everyone thinks QB's like the biggest bastard ever. I think all its motivations is really well thought out. I mean, he's not just pure bastard like Monokuma.
What is your favorite part about Madoka Magica?
The twist ending is like...
And he can't tell you about it.
I can't tell you about it.
But I'm going to assume it is brilliant, and the people in the who have seen it, which I'm pretty sure is a lot. I'm pretty sure I'm in the minority of people who haven't seen Madoka Magica by now.
Well, when you see it, you won't be in the majority.
Okay, minority.
I'd also say the animation is really, really good. Especially...
Didn't it come out in like 2006?
2011.
Really?
It came out the same year as Steins Gate.
Really? I could have sworn it was like from 2007 or something.
2011. The Witch's Den is especially notable because they're absolutely amazing, abstract, and the witches' character designs themselves. I mean, the normal character designs are just blob moe stuff, but moe blob characters.
Moe blob.
I'd also say the soundtrack's really, really good. I have like 6 themes
like
downloaded.
Cowboy Bebop good?
In my opinion, probably not your opinion, but yeah.
Okay.